again, welcome. I want to thank you all for coming together to achieve and now to celebrate PSE's huge wins. You have played a huge role in the success of our Stepping Up for Safer, Smarter Schools effort. Because of your hard work and commitment, public school employees will receive our largest pay raise in recent memory when we return to work this fall. Finally, lawmakers recognize the critical role that school employees play in the education of our students. They are not only fully funding I-732, but also giving us additional catch-up pay adjustments. In recent years, we have fought for and won more funding for classified staffing. The state has funded over $28 million for better classified staffing. This year, our legislature has approved an additional $3 million thanks to all your action cards and legislative hotline calls. Because of you! With the rising health care costs, lawmakers heard our case to increase monthly insurance allocation to $732 next year. But we're not done yet. We must continue to fight for access to affordable and equitable insurance for part-time school employees. Finally, we know that quality training is critical for all classroom instructors, and because we stepped up, our state will now provide OSPI's rigorous training for all para-educators.
We need you, folks like you, who are committed to making sure that our kids get the kind of family away from home that they deserve when they go to school. We, as you well know, fully are appreciative, all of us here and our friends that can't be with us in the legislature, about what you do every day and the kind of efforts that you undertake. And that's why we've been trying to say we're here to ensure respect and thank you for the work you do. And also a big thanks to those who are serving in our four-year universities. Thanks to you as well for what you're doing for the students at those schools. We've stood together, all of us, and we have worked hard to make the kind of progress that will not only bring you respect, but will also make sure that we're creating a world-class education system in our state. Every one of our children deserves an opportunity to succeed in school and succeed in life, and that's why we're saying let's get it right from day one when that child is born with early childhood education. Let us make sure that they come to school ready to learn. Let's offer them alternatives of college or into the trades. Let's make sure that every one of these kids gets an opportunity to succeed in school and succeed in life. We know those two initiatives overwhelmingly passed by the legislature, the one to reduce class size and the one to pay the COLAs, had to be shelved for a bit there. But let me just tell you, we took those off the shelf and we said the voters have spoken, these people deserve it. Those are families telling us we want you to support those who are inside those schools. So together we have fully funded both of those initiatives and we have tried to make up for last act.
That has changed a little bit is our schools are not always the safest places. And we are standing up through the mapping program and through the work that we're doing together to make them safer. I got that call from my son, who's now at Lewis and Clark, when he said, Mom, there's been an incident and the school's been locked down and then evacuated. And I know when an incident like that happens, who is on the front line? You are. Who is on the front line protecting our children? You are. And I appreciate that, and the legislature appreciates that. And in a campaign year, some people will say things about special interests and pay increases and so forth. Let me tell you, I agree with the governor. You deserve every penny of the wage and benefit increases that we've been able to invest in you and in our kids and in our future in the last few years.
I wear this shirt proudly because you guys have been there through thick and thin all the time, and I believe in your cause. I served on the Wenatchee School Board. That's how I got to know you folks, because I worked firsthand with the folks that really run the schools. That's you. You guys are the foundation of education in this state.
As an 18-year employee of the Central Valley School District, I help provide our kids with the infrastructure and the things that they need to excel in school and receive the high-quality education that they deserve. As your state vice president, I have stood up for issues and initiatives that impact education and worker benefits. And as a charter member of the Liberty Lake Kiwanis, I've worked shoulder to shoulder with community members that have worked on many projects that benefit directly children, the elderly, the disabled, and the general community and the world. All these adventures have added up to a lot of hard work and a tremendous learning experience for me. When elected, I want to apply that same energy to our state government.
So here's the statements that I use, folks. Is that I have three important things that I want to do. I want to correct the Wassel debacle, okay? I want to help the lead of restructuring school funding. And I want to do something about the kids that are being left behind by our system today and the dropout rate. Those are my three priorities. I want schools to be about hope and opportunity and opening doors, not fear and closing doors.
PSC! 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 PSC!